Hey guys, so today I'm doing this look right here, and what I've done is change the technique to the way I do my eyeshadow so you guys can see something different. A lot of the products I use are pretty much the same as to what I've been using in my other videos, but I just thought I'd show you some different techniques. And this time I did my face more in between that flawless face look and the 15 minutes or less look. Just so you can see you don't have to contour and highlight and all that every day, so you can see kind of more my everyday face look. And then yeah, the new technique on the eyes. So follow along. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And then yeah, thank you very much. Welcome back. If you've made it this far in the videos, thank you. First, what I'm gonna do is take my Miracle Complexion sponge. I just want to tell you guys a little bit about this. They start off really teeny tiny, and then you can use them dry and little teeny tiny like this, or you can wet them and they'll grow. I've wet it and it's starting to grow, so it's already getting bigger. But what I'm gonna do is keep wetting it, and then you squeeze it out, and then you take like a rag or a washcloth or a towel, and you just kind of squeeze it out there so it dries a little bit. Today I'm going to be using my Clinique Even Better. It does have a sunscreen in it, which I love. I love makeup that's dual purpose. I'm just going to apply it right to the sponge. So I apply it on the flat edge, and that's what I like about these compared to beauty blenders, is that it has a flat edge. Beauty blenders do not. Apply this all over. Try not to get it in my hair. And you just dab, like you don't have to drag it, you just dab it around. And this is like a medium coverage foundation. It's not really very heavy. I have a heavier one that I'll show you guys sometime. It's like my all-time favorite. But I don't wear that one every day just because it's not necessary. This one's just a lot lighter feeling on the skin. It has that protection in it. And then it also has a nice coverage, but you don't look too cakey. I'm actually going to go back and get a little more, because most foundations, but definitely all of Clinique's foundations, are buildable, which means you can put on layer and layer and it won't just smear around. It'll actually layer up for more coverage. So I do that for my cheeks just because I prefer a little more coverage on my cheeks and nose. So then what I'm going to do is apply my concealer, because I always like to add a little bit of brightness under my eyes. So I'm using my NYX HD Studio Photogenic. I like this one. Highlight here. And I like a lot of concealer. That's just me. I think, especially with cheaper concealers, if you do less, it'll move around more. But also, I really always moisturize under my eyes and use a lot of eye creams, because, and then I put a little on my nose too, because I know I like a lot of concealers, so I have to keep that area moisturized. If you do not, you are so quick and likely to have really dry, cracked. Oh my god, the dog has done laps around this house 1,400 times. And I took her outside and played with her for like an hour. I don't understand. Okay, so then I take my little Real Technique sponge and just bounce it. Like I said, like with some of these concealers, they will move, and you don't want the foundation underneath to move, so. Mabel, did you find the biggest bone you could possibly find? Come here, Mabel. Come here. So then what I'm going to do is set it with my e.l.f. transparent loose powder. I totally forgot to put a primer on. It's sitting right here. It's like literally sitting right here. So then I just take my bronzer, and like I said before, like flawless face, long lasting, you do the cream, the powder, like the whole nine. And then for my 15 minutes or less look, and like you just slap it on your face to give you some color. So here we're gonna do an in between. Sometimes I get like these weird spots from when I lay out in the sun, slathered in sunscreen of course. And I'm like this with all my chins, and I get a tan line right there. So then when I look up, this is all white. So then I have to cover it. And that's what this bronzer is so perfect for. And I'm gonna put it right in the hollows of my cheeks, but lightly. So I'm gonna take this brush and just swipe, 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 circle, circle, and tap it in. So take the bubble and the blush and you apply it to the bubble just a little bit and then swirl it back. I always swirl it so it blends with my bronzer, so it's not like a stripe of brown and a stripe of pink. I just like one big stripe, really, just the one will do. I am going to use my Clinique Superfine Liner for brows today in the color Soft Brown. I start by lining underneath my brow, and I do a pretty heavy line because I can brush it out later. I'm just creating a line for me to follow, and you want to angle it upwards. And then I come over here and I find the point, which can be from the center of your eye at an angle. And then just start from this point and drag down. Follow the line of your brow. And again, you can drag it a little, like I drag mine a little past my brow, but only to that corner. And then I go to the top, and this one I do a little lighter because this one's more noticeable. Then you just make fake little hair strokes, real. I do mine pretty heavy-handed, but again, I pretty much do everything like that with my makeup, so I'm not really good at being light-handed. I just fill them in like so. It's just like coloring in the lines. So once you trace the outline, like it's really, honestly, not that hard. I mean, well, I've had a lot of practice, but don't be afraid of it. And I take my little spoolie guy again and just before, after. Oh. So I'm gonna highlight my brow first so I don't forget. I always forget to do that. I just don't really know about it very much. Oh well, I felt like it was a good idea to show you that. Now I'm gonna take my big fat fluffy brush and my Power Hungry MAC palette. Okay, so I'm gonna take this color here and just go all over. Oh, okay, so we're doing it differently this time, and that's what I need to tell you. So you still put it all over, but what you're gonna do instead is do like light, to a medium shade to a darker shade in the crease to light again. Like, you're just gonna bring it down a little further. You're not gonna do the V this time. It's gonna be a little different, but we'll try it. You need a transition shade. It'll make your makeup look better. I'm gonna use this color. I'm just gonna sweep it. Remember, we're not doing the V this time, so I'm gonna start up higher. This time I'm gonna use this shade, and I'm gonna use this brush. Okay. And this one, I know I use these shades a lot. I promise you guys I'll get new eyeshadow. I just got that one, so I really like it right now. Sorry. And I'm just gonna go right, just a little lower, right in that crease again. Don't go as high as I do. You will look crazy. I can do that because I have some crazy eyebrows. And just drag it. Just drag it around in the crease like this. This is your crease. Talked about this in another video. So then I'm gonna take a little bit darker shade and I'm gonna go back to my Audacity palette and do this color. Nope, I have two fingers showing you colors right now. That makes it confusing. This color, which is called Couture. It's so cute. And I'm gonna take this brush. It's a little more compact, like the bristles are a little tighter together, so it'll give me more control over that color. I'm gonna go right in here and start really lightly. You can always build more. Let's see how it's come from the top of the lid, starting lighter and just getting darker. And then we're just gonna leave that little sliver of light at the bottom. We'll put eyeshadow there. We're just leaving it lighter in color. Okay, so then I'm gonna go back in with this brush. And my second color, my transition shade. And I'm just gonna start at the top with it. So then I'm gonna take a light shade. I'm gonna use my M.A.C shadow here. It's really pretty. It's just like a light shimmer pink. It's called A Natural Flirt. I really like M.A.C if you can't tell. I'm gonna take this brush. I really like this brush. It's a nice flat brush. And I'm just gonna put it right here. And then we're just gonna go in one more time with this eensy brush and pick up the darkest color we used. You don't have to. You can always take whatever color you want for under your lashes. I prefer the darker color. I think it makes my eyes look better, but that's totally up to you. And then you just go right under. Careful not to get it in your eyes because it feels really weird when you do. Okay, so then I just take my mascara from e.l.f. I also need to get a new mascara. Whatever. I always wipe the tip off. Just a note for you, don't ever pump your mascara. Place it in and twirl it, because pumping it actually adds a lot of air to the bottle and then dries it out. So you don't want to do that. And I curl my eyelashes beforehand, just so I don't run the risk of messing up my eyeshadow or anything. And then again, you can always put fake eyelashes on with any look. I'm not doing that today because I usually don't wear them, but I do like to wear them every now and then, so maybe one day. I have a couple videos with them, but maybe one day I'll show you guys how I put mine on. It's usually just a big conglomeration of nonsense, but that's okay. And then I always do mascara on my bottom eyelashes, just because I feel like it makes my eyes look bigger. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today, guys. If you liked what you saw, or if you had fun, or if I made you laugh or I made you cringe, sorry, but also definitely subscribe over here and watch some of my other videos over here, or over here, or over here. But I definitely love a like on this video if you liked it. If you have any requests, let me know. If you have any questions, comments below. And yeah, thanks guys. Have a great day.